second grade. This week we're going to be learning about different graphs. So if you are sitting near a grown-up or a sibling, I want you to talk to them about why we might use graphs and how they would be helpful to us. All right, so graphs show you information or data you collected to help you compare numbers. So some graphs that you are going to see this week are going to be tally marks. You're going to see picture graphs, you're going to see bar graphs, and you're also going to see line plots. Today I'm going to talk to you about tally marks. All right, so today we're going to be counting some shapes. So I have some green triangles. I have blue squares, red circles, and I have yellow rectangles. Now before I start counting any of my shapes, I want you to just notice what my chart looks like. Take a second and think about what you notice. So something I noticed is that up here at the top, it tells me that these are my shapes. I see that there's a spot here that says tally, and then I see a spot here that says total. So now that I notice the parts of my graph, I'm gonna wonder, what am I going to need to do in those parts of the graph? So take a second and think about that. What do you notice, and what do you wonder about those things? All right, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to look at each shape, okay? First, I'm going to look at my green triangle. And to make my tallies and to find my total, I'm going to have to count my green triangles to see how many I have. So I'm going to count by ones. And while you're at home, I want you to count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I see 4 green triangles. So to make my tally marks, I have a little rhyme down here to help me remember what they're supposed to look like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 shuts the door. So I have my tally marks here to show me what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 shuts the door. I counted 4 green triangles, so I'm going to put 4 tallies up here in the tally part of my chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go to my blue squares. Let's see how many of those I have. And again, I want you to count with me. We're going to count by ones. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 blue triangles, so I'm going to put that on my tally, and I want to keep this rhyme in my head as I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 shuts the door. All right, now let's look at my red circles. Let's see how many of those I have. Okay, count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I have 6 red circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 shuts the door. 6. All right, let's look at my yellow rectangles. Count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, I counted 7 yellow rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 shuts the door. 6, 7. All right, now I want to go back and I want to look at my tallies. And with a grown-up or a sibling, I want you to talk to them about what you notice about the tallies. What do you notice I did after number 5 shut the door? Take a second and think about that. What did you notice I did after number 5 shut the door? All right, so after number 5 shut the door, it looks like I started a whole new group. Now I also want you to think, why do we use tallies? And why do we stop it at 5? Why do you think we would do that? All right, so we use tallies and we stop them at 5 because it helps with our skip counting. So if you see that there's a line going across, you already know that's going to be a group of 5. So when I go back and I count my shapes so I can write my total, it's going to be quick and easy for me to see if I have a group of 5. Let's start with my green triangles. I do not see a line that closes the door, so I'm definitely going to have to count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. My total for my green triangles was 4. All right, let's look at my blue squares. I do see that I have a line that closes the door, so I already know that this is a group of 5 just by looking at it. My red circles, I see a group of 5, so I can start with that. I can hold that in my head and then count one more. 5, 6. I see a group of 5 here, so I'm going to hold 5 in my head. 5, 6, 7. All right, now this graph is going to be really good for you to see why we use tally marks and why we use graphing. So earlier I said that we use graphing because it helps us show information. Sorry. They're going to show you information or data you collected to help you compare numbers. So now that I have my graph complete, now I can compare my numbers. I can see if I have more of something, if I have less of something, if something is the same amount. So when I look at my chart here, I can tell that I have more yellow rectangles than red circles, where I have less green triangles than blue squares. Graphs are a really great way to show us all different types of data, and throughout the week, you're going to see all different types of graphs, and these graphs are really great to help practice your skip counting. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me or your teacher, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.